14 cyclones have struck Fiji since we signed the Paris Agreement, each storm driving home the urgency of adapting and curbing global emissions. This week, Bartown, an hour's drive away from here, was flooded for the third time in 3 months. 6 communities in Fiji have been moved to escape the rising seas, with 40 others in the queue. Not to mention the bleaching reefs and erratic weather patterns that threaten our people's livelihoods and ways of life. We, of course, aren't alone. When Pacific Islands are sinking, Texas is freezing, California is burning, and New York is flooding. When a superstorm misses Fiji, American Samoa is in the crosshairs. And Hawaii, Guam, and FSM know many of Fiji's struggles because they actually live them. Fiji and America are both working in support of a more secure, stable, and Pacific region, and indeed a peaceful region. But there is far more we need to do together as partners in this battle of our lives.
He praised Fiji for being a diverse democracy, and as he put it, and I quote, "a member of the international community that's done your share and more as a peacekeeper in a troubled world." And he expressed hope that the ties of friendship and cooperation between Fiji and the United States would grow closer and stronger in the years ahead. Today, Fiji is again a democracy, which is a credit to the perseverance and determination of its people. Fiji's been a proud contributor to peacekeeping operations around the world for 43 years and counting. Just in the past few months, you've sent help to Tonga after the eruption and tsunami, and to the Solomon Islands to help bring an end to recent violence. And just as Secretary Schultz hoped, the ties between our countries, between Fiji and the United States, have grown stronger and closer, including on security, on health, climate, trade and investment, promoting regional and global cooperation. Fiji was the first country in the world to ratify the Paris Agreement. In Glasgow, the United States announced our goal of mobilizing $150 billion in public and private climate finance by 2030. We intend for a substantial portion of that money to support climate adaptation in Fiji and throughout the Pacific region. The thread that runs through all of our engagements with Fiji is that we're working together in a spirit of partnership, in a spirit of respect, to tackle shared challenges, to build upon shared opportunities, to deliver concrete results for people on the issues that actually affect